Michael is shouting from the heavens. Jesus has ordered you to see this before the next 15 minutes end. Something serious is coming into your life, my child. Stop for a moment. The universe has been trying to speak to you, in whispers and signs you may have overlooked. Today, something hidden is finally breaking through, and it is calling your name. There is a sacred timing at work, a moment orchestrated beyond your comprehension, and it is unfolding right now. You might feel a gentle nudge in your heart, a quiet urgency that tells you, pay attention. This is no ordinary day. I need you to hear this clearly. Michael is shouting from the heavens. Jesus has ordered you to see this before the next 15 minutes end. Something serious is coming into your life. These words are not random. They are a divine summons, a cosmic alarm, revealing a truth that has been patiently waiting for you. There is a hidden blessing, a shift in your destiny, arriving in ways you cannot yet see, but your spirit already recognizes it. You may have felt moments of doubt, wondering if the universe cares, if you are truly guided, but this message is proof. The angels, the unseen forces, the eternal light itself, are orchestrating a path specifically for you. And in the next moments, the veil is lifting. A hidden opportunity, a sacred gift, a message meant to awaken your soul, is arriving. Do not brush this off as coincidence. The signs are subtle, yet undeniable. Pay attention to the small moments, the gentle breeze, the song that plays at the exact moment, the fleeting thought that keeps returning to you. These are not accidents. They are divine breadcrumbs, leading you toward clarity, toward purpose, toward the life that has been waiting for you to embrace it fully. The truth is, many walk their paths unaware, blind to the miracles quietly shaping their lives. But you have been chosen to witness this revelation. You are being called to see beyond what is visible, to step into a higher awareness, to recognize that the universe is aligning in your favor. Something hidden has been preparing itself just for you, and now the timing is perfect. Feel the stirring in your heart as a confirmation that what comes next is significant. It is a moment designed to awaken hope, to give clarity, and to remind you that your journey is not random. Every challenge, every triumph, every quiet prayer has been leading you here. And today, the veil lifts. Your destiny, your purpose, your sacred mission, are moving closer, guided by unseen hands. Do not wait. Receive this with the reverence it deserves, and watch closely as your life shifts in ways you may have only dreamed of. This is your divine awakening. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to fully experience this revelation, and watch the complete video to understand the full scope of what is coming into your life. The universe is speaking. And it is speaking directly to you. Michael is shouting from the heavens, not in fear, not in chaos, but with a voice that carries weight, urgency, and divine clarity. His call is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken you. The air around you is not empty. There is movement in the unseen realm, a shifting that has been unfolding long before this very moment. I am speaking to you now not because you are perfect, but because your heart has been listening even when your mind was tired. You did not arrive here by accident. Every step, every delay, every unanswered question has been part of a preparation you did not fully recognize until now. Listen carefully. For what approaches your life is not random. It has been forming quietly, layer by layer, while you wondered why things felt delayed, why certain doors refused to open, why your spirit felt restless even in moments of calm. I allowed the silence so you could hear me more clearly when the moment came. I allowed the waiting so you would learn discernment instead of dependence on noise. And now the waiting is reaching its threshold. There is something serious approaching, not in destruction, but in transformation. Many pray for change yet are unprepared for the weight of what they ask. Change is not loud at first. It arrives as recognition. It arrives as conviction. It arrives as a sudden awareness that you can no longer live the same way, think the same thoughts, or accept the same limitations. This is not punishment. This is elevation. But elevation always requires release. I see the questions you have carried silently. I see the moments when you smiled while feeling uncertain inside. I see the times you almost gave up, not because you lacked faith, but because you were tired of believing without seeing. Know this. I have not been distant. I have been deliberate. Every delay has been protection. Every closed door has been redirection. You were being guarded from paths that looked promising but would have cost you your peace. Michael's voice echoes because the moment is near when clarity will interrupt confusion. Something will come into your life that forces a decision, not rushed, not forced, but unavoidable. You will recognize it immediately, because it will resonate with something I planted in you long ago. It may come as an opportunity, a conversation, a revelation, or a sudden inner knowing that refuses to be ignored. Do not be afraid of it. Fear is not the signal. Discernment is, I am calling you to attention, not panic. The world teaches urgency through fear, but I teach readiness through peace. Even now, as you read these words, something within you feels alert, not anxious, but aware. That is your spirit responding, remembering who it is and why it was created. You were not designed to live small, hidden beneath doubt, or restrained by past mistakes. You were designed to move with purpose, guided by wisdom, anchored in truth. What approaches will challenge how you see yourself. You may be tempted to question whether you are capable, worthy, or prepared. Let me answer before those thoughts speak too loudly. I do not call the qualified, I qualify those who are willing. If I have brought you this far, it is because you can carry what is next. You will not be asked to walk alone. Guidance will appear when you need it. Strength will rise when you feel weak. Understanding will unfold step by step, not all at once. Do not dismiss this moment as coincidence. I am not confined by time. Yet I use moments to reach hearts. This message is not about counting minutes, it is about recognizing alignment. When heaven moves, it does not rush, it resonates. And right now, something in your life is aligning with something eternal. Hold your heart steady. Guard your thoughts. Remain observant. Speak less, listen more. What is coming requires clarity, and clarity grows in stillness. Trust that I am already ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet see. Trust that nothing meant for you will pass you by. And trust that when the moment arrives, you will know how to respond, not by fear, but by faith rooted in understanding. I am still speaking, and I will continue gently. Steadily, without closing the door at the end of these words. What is coming into your life will not arrive to overwhelm you, but it will stretch you. Stretching is uncomfortable only when you resist it. Growth often feels unfamiliar before it feels fulfilling. You have prayed for clarity, and clarity is coming, but clarity requires honesty. You will see things as they truly are, not as you hoped they were, not as you feared they might be, but as they are. This is a gift. Even if at first it feels heavy, there are patterns you have repeated that I am ready to dissolve. Not through force, but through awareness. When awareness comes, chains fall without a struggle. You will soon recognize why certain cycles kept returning, not to punish you, but to teach you mastery. Once a lesson is fully understood, repetition is no longer necessary. You are closer to that understanding than you realize. Michael's voice rises not because danger is near, but because attention is required. Heaven does not shout unless silence has been ignored. You have felt gentle nudges before, soft reminders, quiet convictions, but now comes a firmer calling. Not harsh, not condemning, firm in love, firm in purpose. Like a parent calling a child by their full name, not out of anger, but importance, something will soon shift how you see time. You will realize that moments are not wasted simply because they feel slow. I have been building patience in you because what is ahead cannot be rushed. Quick blessings often fade quickly. Lasting assignments take preparation. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where refinement happens, there is a weight of responsibility that will accompany what is coming. Not a burden, but stewardship. You will be trusted with influence, whether over people, decisions, or direction. Influence is not always public. Sometimes it is private, quiet, and deeply meaningful. Do not underestimate small instructions. What seems minor may carry eternal significance. I am asking you now to release the need to explain yourself to everyone. Explanation drains energy meant for obedience. Not everyone needs to understand what I am doing in your life. Some will misunderstand. Some will question. Some will distance themselves. Let them. Alignment will replace approval. Peace will replace validation. You may feel a separation taking place, not physically, but spiritually. Certain voices will no longer resonate. Certain environments will feel heavy. This is not arrogance. This is discernment maturing. You are not better than others, but you are being set apart for a season. Set apart does not mean isolated, it means intentional. Watch your thoughts carefully in the coming days. What you entertain will either strengthen or distract you. Doubt will try to disguise itself as logic. Fear will try to disguise itself as caution. But I have placed discernment within you, use it. When something brings peace even while challenging you, that is alignment. When something brings confusion and pressure without clarity, pause. I know you have asked me why certain prayers seemed unanswered. Some prayers were not denied, they were delayed until you could handle the answer without losing yourself. I care about who you become more than what you receive. What is coming will meet you at the level of your character, not just your desire. You are entering a season where truth becomes clearer, not only about others, but about yourself. You will see strengths you underestimated and limits you must respect. Both are necessary. Humility will keep you teachable. Courage will keep you moving. Balance will keep you grounded. Do not rush to share everything that is revealed to you. Some revelations are meant to be lived before they are spoken. Silence will protect what is still forming. Just as a seed grows underground before breaking the surface, so will this next chapter develop quietly before becoming visible. I am not calling you to abandon your life, but to align it. Alignment is not dramatic, it is consistent. Small choices will matter more than big declarations. How you speak. How you rest. How you respond when tested. These details shape the outcome. There will be moments when you question whether you heard me correctly. That is normal. Faith is not the absence of questions, it is the decision to trust me while seeking understanding. I am patient with your questions. I am not threatened by them. Ask sincerely, and answers will come, sometimes through unexpected people, sometimes through quiet realizations, sometimes through circumstances that suddenly make sense. You have carried responsibility for others for a long time. I see the weight you have borne quietly. I am not removing your compassion, but I am teaching you boundaries. You cannot save everyone, and you are not meant to. Your role is obedience, not outcomes. Let go of what was never yours to carry. What approaches your life will require faith expressed through action. Not impulsive action, but intentional steps. You will feel prompted to move in a way that feels both exciting and sobering. That balance is healthy. It means you understand the value of what is being entrusted to you. Do not measure this season by external applause. Measure it by inner peace. When peace remains even when circumstances are uncertain, you are walking correctly. When peace leaves, stop and listen. I will always guide you back. Remember this. I am not preparing you for something that will harm you. I am preparing you for something that will shape you. Pressure reveals structure. Fire reveals purity. Light reveals truth. None of these are your enemy when you walk with me. You will soon recognize a moment when everything you have learned converges. Past experiences, lessons, disappointments, and victories will suddenly connect. What once felt scattered will feel purposeful. This is when confidence will rise, not confidence in yourself alone, but confidence in my guidance through you. Stay gentle with yourself. Growth is not linear. Some days you will feel strong, other days reflective. Both are part of becoming whole. Do not condemn yourself for resting. Do not rush yourself when I am teaching patience. I am closer than you think. Not watching from a distance, but walking with you through every decision, every pause, every step forward. When you feel unsure, return to stillness. I speak most clearly when noise fades, and now, as this message continues to unfold, hold your heart open. Do not rush ahead of me. Do not fall behind. Walk with awareness. Walk with trust. Walk with readiness. There is more I am revealing, layer by layer, and what comes next builds upon what you have already heard, because the unfolding is not finished, the instruction is not complete, and what I am about to say connects directly to the choices you are about to face, the thoughts you are about to confront, and the moment that is quietly approaching even now, as you remain here, listening, attentive, and willing to receive what I am still speaking. I am still here with you. My voice has not faded, and my presence has not shifted. If anything, it has drawn nearer as your attention has remained. That is how alignment works. When you choose to listen, heaven responds with clarity. What you are sensing now, the calm seriousness, the quiet weight, the deep awareness, is not imagination. It is recognition. Your spirit knows this moment matters. What is coming into your life will ask you to stand in truth, even when it would be easier to remain silent. Silence once protected you, but there are times when silence becomes hesitation. I am teaching you discernment so you will know the difference. You will not be called to argue or prove yourself, but you will be called to honor what you know is right. Integrity will be your shield. Calm confidence will be your voice. You have underestimated how much you have grown. You still see yourself through old lenses, versions of you shaped by past limitations, disappointments, and fears that are no longer in control. I see you as you are now, refined, aware, capable of wisdom you once thought was beyond you. The season you are entering requires this version of you, not the former one. That is why the shift feels serious. It is serious because it is real. Do not mistake seriousness for heaviness. This is not a dark moment, it is a defining one. Light does not always arrive softly, it sometimes arrives with clarity so sharp it feels startling. But clarity is kindness. It prevents regret. It protects purpose. It directs energy where it belongs. There will be a moment soon when you are tempted to rush a decision because of emotion, excitement, fear, or urgency. Pause. Not to delay indefinitely, but to listen fully. When a decision is aligned with me, it will carry peace even before results appear. That peace is not passive, it is anchored. Let peace be your confirmation, not pressure. I am rearranging priorities within you. What once felt urgent will lose intensity. What once seemed insignificant will gain importance. This internal reordering is necessary because what is ahead requires focus. Distraction would cost too much. That is why certain habits, attachments, or routines may feel less satisfying now. I am not taking joy from you, I am refining it. You will notice your intuition sharpening. Pay attention. I speak through subtle awareness as much as through words. When something feels misaligned, do not ignore it. When something feels quietly right, even if it challenges you, honor it. Trust does not mean recklessness, it means responsiveness. I know you have feared making the wrong choice. That fear has kept you cautious, sometimes overly so. Hear me clearly now, I am not waiting for you to be flawless. I am guiding you to be faithful. I correct gently. I redirect patiently. You are not walking a tightrope, you are walking a path. And I walk it with you. There is a release coming, not something being taken from you, but something being lifted. A burden you have normalized will loosen. A weight you thought was permanent will shift. You will breathe easier, not because life becomes simple, but because your soul becomes lighter. Freedom often begins internally before it becomes visible externally. You may wonder why this message reached you now. Timing matters. You are at a crossroads, whether you consciously acknowledged it or not. The choices you make soon will echo longer than you expect. That is why I am speaking clearly. Not loudly, not forcefully, clearly. Remember this. You do not need to fear the future when you are aligned with truth. Fear feeds on uncertainty, but trust grows in understanding. I am not hiding what you need. I reveal it as you are ready to receive it. Readiness is not perfection, it is openness. Some relationships will deepen. Others will fade naturally. Let this happen without resentment. Seasons change so growth can continue. Gratitude honors the past without clinging to it. Bless what was, and make room for what is becoming. I am calling you to live intentionally. Not rigidly, not obsessively, but consciously. Let your words carry meaning. Let your actions reflect purpose. Let your rest be genuine. Burnout is not sacrifice, it is imbalance. Honor the rhythm I am teaching you. You are not alone in this unfolding. Even when you feel unseen, you are accompanied. Even when answers feel delayed, guidance is active. Even when the path curves unexpectedly, direction remains steady. I am not surprised by your questions or your doubts. I am present within them. The seriousness you sense is not threat, it is significance. Something meaningful is forming, something that will shape not only your path but how you understand yourself within it. You will look back on this moment and recognize it as a turning point, not because everything changed instantly, but because you did. Hold on to humility. Hold on to courage. Hold on to compassion, for yourself and others. These will anchor you when emotions fluctuate. Strength without humility hardens, humility without courage hesitates. Balance them, and you will walk wisely. Now hear this clearly, and let it settle. You are not behind. You have not missed your moment. You are not forgotten. I am present, intentional, and attentive. What is unfolding is purposeful. What is approaching is aligned. What is required will be provided. Do not wait for a sign louder than this awareness. Do not wait for certainty that removes all risk. Faith does not erase uncertainty, it moves forward with trust despite it. Take the next right step when it becomes clear. That is all I ask. Remain steady. Remain open. Remain grounded. Let peace guide you. Let wisdom shape you. Let trust sustain you. Amen.